But y'all, I'd rather go back to America and deal with the racism in America before I sit here in Africa and deal with the bullshit bribery, the bullshit fraud, the bullshit scams, the bullshit too expensive, the bullshit not having no snacks, the bullshit not having no food, the bullshit electricity, the bullshit hot water, the bullshit what's that shit called that be coming down? The bullshit animals, it's scorpions outside the house, it's big ass spiders, it's big ass lizards, colorful lizards you ain't never seen before, all in the fucking room with you, sleeping with you. All the bullshit people trying to scam you when you go outside thinking you rich, so they trying to get more money off of you. I'm really trying to wrap my head around this shit. I'm really trying to wrap my head around how are Americans coming to Africa and being happy. Please comment down below, because for me, I'm ready to go. And I always used to say, if it's up to me, it will be. And I'm going to go out to Africa and make shit happen. No, I don't want to. I want to take my businesses back to America. I want to open up shop back in America, open up my dentist office, and all the stuff that I was going to do out here in America. Steady electricity. And the only time our electricity get cut off is when we don't pay the bill. And we got it so good now, we got prepaid electricity. So if we forget to pay the bill, we put some money on that prepaid thing, and it comes right back on in 2 minutes. In less than 2 minutes. This shit right here didn't come on for 14 hours yesterday. I can't deal. I love the people. Don't get me wrong. When I'm outside, I'm having fun. I love people. But when I come back to reality, when you come back home, home is where the heart is, right? When you come back home, you're supposed to feel comfortable. You're supposed to be happy. I'm not happy. To live in a house where you look outside and all you see is turkeys and ducks and chickens and sheeps and old malnourished cows.
On today's episode of Real Shit That Happens When You Live Abroad That Most People Will Not Tell You, my landlord is such a scammer. Because you are an American, people will try to scam the fuck out of you. If you're an American, if you're from the UK, if you're from Canada, if you're from any place in Europe, I don't give a fuck, because people don't know. They hear like a Nordic accent, they might hear a Bulgarian or a Russian accent. Immediately, it automatically goes ka-ching inside their brain. So there's this constant effort to try and take advantage of you. There's a constant effort to try and dig into your pockets. So last month, my landlord was like, oh, do you mind paying half the electricity bill? The electricity bill is like $120, half of it would be $60. Now, mind you, my rent has been covering all of the utilities for 7 months. Then all of a sudden, he's like, oh, would you mind paying it? I'm like, okay, no problem. He keeps texting me every day, every single day. Every single day.
I actually saw this video trending online. I was actually still looking for her TikTok handle, but I was not able to get. I got it from another TikTok handle, anyways, where this Black American was actually talking about how she moved to African countries and putting out all her experiences and so on and so forth, living with cockroaches, no electricity, and so on and so forth. I was like, okay, let me bring it down so that we can definitely talk about it, especially for the fact that she is talking to African countries, right? And I'm going to have a lot to say at the end of this video, but let me first of all allow some of the clip I have roll up for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you've seen this video as well, let me know in the comment section, what do you think your opinion is? I really want to know. This is just the sad reality of Black Americans that actually move abroad, and I decided to share with you guys. This video is just for educational purpose so that we can just put it out there. This is not bashing anybody or saying nobody is worth it, okay? But this is for a lot of people to actually learn as well before moving abroad. If you are in the US and you think that the US is that bad, the US is hard, the reality is not nothing to write home about, okay? Anyways, with that being said, let's dive right into the video. Credit belongs to original creators of this video, and I'll be back with commentaries.
I'm starting to regret coming here, and if I could turn back the hands of time, I never would have came to the UK, or at least I wouldn't have stayed for as long as I did. And it's not for the reasons y'all think. Like, I truly, truly, truly love my time in the UK. It's just that now that I'm 30, it's like, it's left me in a crisis because I genuinely prefer staying in America. I was not expecting this when I came here for what's supposed to be temporary, but I can't just leave the UK. Everything's in the UK, as far as my friends. Everything, meaning my friends, my hearts, are in the UK. But as far as what works out better for me, so I started going viral on TikTok because someone asked the question, which country is better, the UK versus the US? And I answered it. To this day, it depends on you. America is better for me. I moved to the UK when I was 20 years old. I started having the worst depression around this time of year. It's currently now this time of year, and I'm waiting for it to happen, but it's not happening. And then I realized, first of all, the weather isn't shat, and also Americans make this time of year so much fun. Why do you have your Christmas decorations out already? It's like one neighbor has Christmas decorations, and the other neighbor has a freaking 12-foot skeleton for Halloween. It's so festive already.
So you want to leave the U.S., let's talk about it. And y'all might see me sweating because, baby, it's hot out here. Now, y'all know I left on May 1st, so I've been going at the end of this month. It'll be 3 months. But I don't necessarily consider myself an expat yet because I'm just traveling the world, see what the world has to offer me. You know, I hadn't quite settled down yet. But I do want to have this conversation because I'm seeing more and more in these travel groups. I'm seeing more Americans getting anxious about leaving America. And I get it, babes. That's why I ain't there. I get it. But you guys are leaving these paragraphs, and essentially it sounds like you're leaving in a hurry. You don't have a plan, and y'all really need a plan, and you need to be researching these countries you plan on going to. Like, for example, I already know that I don't want to be in a country in which the locals are constantly soliciting you, babes. That's annoying to me. When I step outside, I want to be able to just exist. I don't want to have to keep trying to ignore somebody and be like, no, this. Leave me alone. Okay? Leave me alone. It's also like I know I don't want to be in a country that's constantly catcalling at women. That's not an environment I like. You may like that. That's fine. You may be okay with that. That's not what I like. I know I don't want to be in a country in which the power, they constantly shut off the power at least a couple of times a month or something. No. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to be in a country in which I can't be outside like now with my phone out because somebody might come and snatch it. Again, all of this are things that you can find out about a country by simply researching. Y'all have to learn how to Google, use ChatGPT, search on TikTok or something to research these countries before you go, because I'm seeing a lot of people talking about, oh, I've been in such and such country, I'm ready to go, I'm finna return to the United States. Just different things. And a lot of the stuff that they're citing are things you would have known had you researched. That's just like I know I also want to be in a country that has a great healthcare system. I know I want that. So those are things I know I want. So when I'm looking at countries, those are the things I'm looking at. Also, food quality and supply. I don't want to risk getting cholera or hepatitis A when I go eat at a restaurant. I'm just not bored. But again, that's me. And y'all also, because I'm seeing a lot of posts too, like, oh, I just got laid off, or oh, this, and I only got this amount of money. I understand that y'all see people get on TikTok talking about they left the U.S. with a backpack and a few $100s. Y'all do not know if they're asking loved ones for money. You don't know if they doing something strange for a piece of change. You don't know if they got stuff on Airbnb experiences to make a little pocket. Y'all do not know what people are doing. They're only posting the good stuff. Ew. They're not posting everything. You don't know that they're struggling in these countries. You don't know that they're relying on locals' kindness. You don't know that they're working at the hostel so they can be able to stay there for free. All y'all are doing is seeing what people put on social media, like, oh yeah, I want to live there, without doing any research, without having a backup plan. Like I'm going to tell y'all today. Today, I had an unexpected expense of $400. I took care of it. But are you in a position where you can be abroad trying to live, and if you get an unexpected expense for $400, you can take care of it and be straight? Or is that going to put you in a financial bind? And if it's going to put you in a financial bind, you may not be ready yet. You might need to hustle a little bit more, do some Uber trips, whatever it is you need to do to stack your money up more before you make that move. Now, granted, I'm all for people going abroad, especially Black Americans, foundational Black, Sulan, whatever you want to call yourself. I'm all for us seeing the world. But I need y'all to have a plan, and I need y'all to research these countries. Because the last thing you want is to be in a whole different country up the creek without a paddle. That's the last thing you want. You got to understand the way in which our country functions, that is not how every country functions. You can't just go sign up and get on food stamps if you can't afford groceries. A lot of countries don't have these social programs. You understand? You ain't going to just be able to go out and fill out an application, get a job. You're going to be an immigrant in that country. You're going to have to make sure you have the legal paperwork to get a job in that country. So y'all got to do some research. Ask Google. Ask ChatGPT. You can click the link in my bio and book an expat consultation. But a lot of this stuff, y'all can just research the country before you go and see if it's something that you actually want to, if you want to live there. But y'all got any questions, drop them below.
So we've all heard from their harsh reality of what they've actually been through, each and every individual. The second clip I played, the lady actually said that if if you are moving abroad and then these people get to know that you are from Americans, it is automatically tagged that it is that you are rich. I'm not disputing that fact. Do you know why? Because we Africans are brought up with that mentality of, oh, every single person living abroad is rich. We're not only doing it to Americans that are moving to Africans, right? We're also doing it to even our own brothers and sisters that actually moved abroad. You understand? So that's why I'm not really disputing that fact. You get? But it is left for you now as an American person to know how you can curtail your spending and do research before you actually go for anything that you want to actually get, and so on and so forth. Then let's talk about the first clip of this video, where the particular lady, she said she moved to Ghana, right? According to the video, she moved to Ghana. I don't know how true is that. If that's the African country, you should know that definitely if you're coming to African countries, you don't expect exactly how things work in the US for things to work for you like that. That's the truth. You don't expect it. Electricity, you don't expect it. Like Ghana is even trying with good electricity, right? So, but if you're moving to any African country, just know that these are things that you're gonna come to see. Like she said she loved the people love her, blah blah blah. But the problem is electricity, she have to do prepare, she have to do this, she have to do that. She complained a whole lot of things, and I feel like most of the things she actually complained is depending on the African country that you are. Yes, I don't live with cockroaches in my room, in my house. I don't. And I'm in Nigeria. We have good, affordable houses, right? And I believe even that African country that you are, there are good, affordable houses there for you. Now, it is depending on which particular house or the area that you're going to port yourself to. That's why when I saw the comments in the comments, a lot of people were like, Ghana. If it's Ghana you're talking about, which place? Like, where did you really stay? There are good houses. Forgetting the fact that we are Africans, good, affordable houses, serene environment. This area I stay is a very serene environment. And we have people here that are relocated from abroad and they're not even regretting it till date. You understand? So depending on where you stay. Animals, I thought they say Americans really love animals. I'm surprised when she was actually lamenting that you see animals up and down and the rest of that. I thought you guys love animals. Anyways, you should also know that this is actually the reality that a lot of us that traveled down to US are actually facing. That we cannot just literally come out to say because we just want to stay strong. Now she is saying that she want to go back and so on and so forth. Go back and see which one is better. I keep saying it in all of my videos. There is something called home sweet home. No place like home. No matter how you moved from your own motherland or your fatherland, whatsoever you understand, and you go to another destination, you are definitely going to miss home. And I feel like personally, that is what is happening to most of those people that will come out and talk about the harsh reality of moving abroad. You're already missing home. So if you're missing home, go back home. You understand? And people should always have this mentality of every single place you go, be expected to be treated differently, especially if that particular country knows that you are not from that country. Be expected to be treated differently. So if you expect it, it shouldn't come as a shock to you. Be expected that whenever you move to a particular country, things are going to be different. The way people are going to be seeing you is different, even to your own family members, be it positively or negatively. So before moving, prepare yourself and tell yourself, am I really ready for this? Do I really want to do this? Is this what I am really optioning for? Now, when you prepare yourself, it makes it more easy for you because I found that a lot of people were not even prepared. They just move because they feel like, oh, the US is no longer doing well. The government is bad. What I'm seeing in the US, no, no, I can't take it. I can't just stay here and spend all my money. Let me go back. And I keep saying it on all my videos. You see this racism of a thing, it is in every single person's blood. It's just that the white community have the highest percentage of it. So be expected that that racism you were running from, you will still come and encounter it. So I wonder why a lot of people are not prepared and they just move to places and then before you come, they come online, start crying and start telling us this is their harsh reality. I'm not saying they should not do that. Doing that is even the best because it will help us to learn a whole lot. I would have fallen into a very big mistake by moving abroad by now, if not for some of the videos I actually saw online that build me. That, okay, Sonia, I'm not saying you are not going, right? I'm not saying you should not relocate abroad, but if you're going, these are the harsh reality. And when I check the disadvantages that is attached to it, I feel like, no, let me rest first. Let me be prepared for it. Then if there's any need for me to move, then I move. But some persons, even when they're seeing the harsh reality, they don't care. They just want to go and explore. They just want to go and enjoy. They just want to live. They just feel like you're just telling them that do not come. And now once they go, they see all this reality, they come back to like tell us. A lot of people are also experiencing this. But I'm happy that these people actually came out to say, let me know what your thoughts is in the comment section. If you have not subscribed, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comment, and lastly, do not forget to share. Thank you so much for always supporting. Like I said, every videos you see now today's episode, credit belongs to the original creators of this video. And yes, with no further ado, I'm going to say bye and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you. Mwah. Stay tuned.